Hey, welcome back everybody. So what I got here is a drill press table or drill press fence that I ordered off Amazon. No, eBay, sorry. I ordered this off eBay. I paid 47 bucks for it, so hands down it's one of the cheapest fences you can get. Generally the kind of middle of the road, higher name brand ones, they start at about 150, go up to about 300. You can find kind of a knockoff for in the $70 to $125 range. I don't need anything super fancy. I don't need an aluminum fence. I just need like a melamine or smooth wood fence and table with the T-slots in it. Just I got some special stuff coming up that I'm going to need a table for. So this is the one I chose. Like I said, it's 46, 47 bucks. I'll put a link down in the description below to it. But let's get into it and see what it is. Alright, so tabletop, let's see what the material is. So this is melamine coated, looks like 1 inch thick, high compression MDF. Get my measuring tape out here. Yeah, so 1 inch thick, melamine coated, so it's real smooth. Pretty much anything that you put on it will slide real easy. Looks like it has 1/2 inch wide T-slots on both sides of the table. See how accurate the measuring tape on this thing is. So yeah, that matches up pretty well. And it's got the incremental in here, so it's got 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch in between the inches, which is kind of nice. So now let's take a look at the box of hardware, see what else you get with it. So what they're calling, or what they're using for the T-slot is just looks like a cheap Chinese grade 5 bolt. Looks like a 1/2 inch head, 1/2 inch by 18 threads. The hold down clamps are just ABS plastic. The stamped ABS right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Not the greatest. Aluminum would be better. But again, this is a $48 fence, and I think it'll work just fine for what I need. I do have some aluminum rockler clamps that I could use with this if I need to. So you get 2 bolts that don't have the threads going all the way down. 2 bolts that have the threads going all the way down. So I assume these are going to be for the back fence, and then these are going to be for the clamps. And then not. Okay, so we're over at the drill press. This is my old Craftsman drill press. So I have the table up on here. Originally I thought these little ABS pieces were hold down clamps. They're not hold down clamps for the T-slots. They're hold down clamps to go up underneath the table. So in this particular kit, you take the bolt that's threaded all the way up. It's got 4 holes drilled down in the bottom of the table with some flush mount T-nuts. You thread the bolt all the way into the T-nut, and then you take these clamps, slide it over the bolt, and it's going to clamp to the bottom side of the table. Take your clamp, slide it over the bolt. Take your nut and washer, or nut and get it nice and centered up where you want it. Tighten it down. Yes, that's not super snug on the table. I may end up drilling a couple holes and countersinking them into the tabletop to clamp it into my table. But I think for now it'll probably work. So then you take the bolts that are only threaded about halfway up. That's going to go inside your T-tracks. And then you take your fence. It's got 2 holes in it. Put your washers on. And this little wooden block here that I didn't know what it was sitting down in here, and the small tri-wing nut, that is the material stop. So if you're drilling something at a particular length, you can set your fence back as deep as you need it in relation to the bit, and then you can set your stop in here so that you run it up to the stop and drill it. I had to break my camera. So that's it for this. I'm going to run it like it came with these clamps for a little bit and see if this thing walks around on me or if it gets crooked on me. I still need to tram it into my table. I'm going to use a digital caliper and measure the distance from the front of the melamine to the front of my drill press table to get it perfectly straight on both sides. That way it's trammed in with my head because on this older drill press I can rotate and raise and lower the head in relation to the table. I can raise and lower the table and the base in relation to the head. So that's it for this video. Overall, pretty decent quality for 45, 50 bucks. If you're looking for something that, if you don't do this professionally, this could be a good option for you. And another reason that this thing was so cheap was because it didn't come with any of the T-slot accessories. None of the clamps or hold downs or anything. But you can get those fairly cheap. I think you can get a kit for about 20 bucks on Amazon with a couple of the clamps, the T-slot nuts. Just make sure they're 1/2-inch T-slots. But that's it for this video. If you have any questions, please post them below. If you want to see anything else on this or have any questions about it, I'll try and get them answered. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to catch all the new videos coming out. I have about 10 videos or so that I'm going to try and get released this week that cover a broad range of topics, as well as some more tool reviews and a couple teardowns. Also hit the notification button next to the subscribe button, a little picture of a bell. That notifies you anytime the new video gets released. So that's it for this, guys. We'll see you next time.